It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. Neighbors say he threw buckets and clanged a bell to scare kids. WKYT's Gary Weimer will have more on a Georgetown man arrested in a neighborhood dispute.
The Fayette County Health Department is taking steps to prevent the Zika virus. We'll have their plans ahead.
And he got his prosthetic leg just weeks ago. Yesterday, the Jessamine County boy ran his first 5K. That story coming up on WKYT this morning.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you, and it's finally Friday. We're glad you're with us on WKYT This Morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Michelle Chamberlain, and Friday it is.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good day, right?
It looks good, you know. The weekend, well,
Yes.
at least it's hopefully time off for some folks. Maybe
Let's
some of
hope
that
so,
in the
right?
rain, right? Let's check in with meteorologist Micah Harris in our First Alert Weather Center.
Yeah, and finally we're waking up this morning seeing dry conditions. No rain in the forecast for today, finally. We'll get a bit of a break, but you know what? This weekend, here comes the rain back into the forecast. There's Defender Radar Network. Dry roadways, temperatures are in the 50s. Actually, it feels pretty good outside. It's not all that bad. Then we hit the afternoon, 75 degrees, mostly sunny skies. Just a perfect day in store to knock out all these plans because this weekend it gets wet once again. And I'll show you when the rain actually moves on in coming up.
Okay, we'll see you then. Thank you.
At one point, the city wanted to tear down his home. Neighbors call his property an eyesore.
And now, years later, a Georgetown man is facing more legal trouble. WKYT has been following Stephen Price's story since 2012. Earlier this week, police say they arrested Price. Garrett Weimer has more on the newest dispute between Price and his neighbors.
Folks on Rucker Avenue say it's not how Stephen Price lives that bothers them most. It's how he acts. Neighbors say on Sunday their kids were outside playing and dribbling a basketball, which apparently bothered Price. That's when they say he started trying to scare them, clanging a bell, throwing buckets, and hitting a shovel repeatedly, all while staring at the kids. That's when they called police.
According to the arrest citation, the police officer who responded says Price started yelling and cussing at him after he told Price he uses a gas tiller on his garden.
The officer says Price then started saying I was not his friend, a menace to my neighborhood. He then came at me in an aggressive manner with a clenched fist, putting me in fear of an assault. The citation says Price resisted arrest and officers had to tackle him to get him under control.
Mr. Price?
Price wasn't home when I stopped by to get his side of the story.
The condition of my property is a function of horticulture.
But from the time WKYT first introduced you to Stephen Price in 2012, he's been outspoken about his way of life.
Am I going to spend my life on the ground for the real estate agent? No, man.
And about his rocky relationship with his neighbors.
Like any neighbors, you have your good moments and you have your moments of dispute.
In Georgetown, Garrett Weimer, WKYT.
And police have charged Price with menacing, disorderly conduct, and resisting arrest. He was taken to the Scott County Jail but has since been released.
Yesterday morning, we told you about the armed robbery of a Nicholasville Dairy Queen. Now, police say they hope surveillance video will help them find the two men who did it. It happened late Wednesday night at the Dairy Queen on South Main Street. Police say the two robbers snuck into the building while workers were closing and demanded money and cell phones. The mother of one of the workers says the robbers pistol whipped him.
And they shoved him. He was trying to shove them back. And they got the best of him, made him get down on his knees and face the corner and put the gun up to his head.
The employee wasn't seriously injured. Police say they're having a hard time identifying the robbers because they had their faces covered. They did say the robbers knew exactly where to find the money in the store.
Did a Kentucky sheriff's deputy go too far by bringing his 10-year-old son to work? That's a question our investigative team tackled yesterday. Clinton County Sheriff Jim Guffey told WKYT's Miranda Combs he brings his 10-year-old son to work with him on arrest warrants. WKYT uncovered that his son went with him on a drug indictment arrest situation back in March, and the sheriff even allowed his son to sign the intake forms at the jail. The Clinton County attorney says that never should have happened. A woman arrested by Guffey and his son says the experience was humiliating, saying the two laughed. But the sheriff told us he did nothing wrong.
I haven't done nothing criminal. I have not put my child in harm's way. So if you're this desperate for a story for your television station, then so be it.
But you had him sign an official document, an intake form at the jail.
A lot of times they don't get signed by officers.
So that makes it okay that your 9-year-old son did it?
So you're wanting to degrade me by doing this? Then go ahead.
It's not degrading. I'm just asking the question of why
I just told you. I just told you. I don't put my son in harm's way.
This has been a controversial story, and many of you have been talking about it on our Facebook page. Jennifer posted, in this crazy world we live in, where our law enforcement officers are getting shot at random just for being cops, I have to agree that it's just not safe for their children to stay at the workplace, even in small towns. But another viewer said, if we had more men like Jim Guffey teaching our children to be leaders in this drug-infested society, we would have much less crime. Why don't you tell the story as it should be told? You can see the full story at WKYT.com and join in on the conversation there and on our Facebook page.
He's withdrawn the reward he offered for an arrest in the murders of 8 Ohio family members. Jeff Ruby put up a $25,000 reward after the murders in Piketon, Ohio last week. But on Twitter, Ruby said he's no longer offering the reward because of, quote, recent complex criminal developments. Police said marijuana growing operations were found in 3 of the homes where the family members were killed. They have not made any arrests for the murders. The Fayette County Health Department is taking steps to fight mosquitoes and the Zika virus. Health Department leaders say they're targeting hot spots where they've received the most complaints about mosquitoes over the last 2 years. Starting next week, they'll go door to door in those areas to look for standing water and help homeowners keep mosquitoes away. A woman who lives in one of those areas says it's good news.
I got a new grandbaby and I like to sit out here with him. We don't want that problem.
The health department will also be passing out door hangers warning people of the potential mosquito breeding grounds they found around their home.
The Kentucky Horse Park is hosting the Rolex Kentucky 3-day event this weekend, and yesterday event organizers hosted a charity fundraiser at the Livery on East Main Street. Commemorative Maker's Mark bottles featuring the 3-day event were auctioned off.
We've started naming an official charity to the event. This year we chose Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance. Their focus is making sure that we take care of the equine after their careers are over.
The Rolex Kentucky 3-day event started yesterday and continues through Sunday, 4 days, at the Kentucky Horse Park. And Eastern Kentucky University has received a large donation from some alumni. EKU leaders say a couple who wanted to remain anonymous donated $1 million to the university. They say half of the money will be used for art or art design studio scholarships. The other half will be used for elementary education scholarships. EKU says the couple told them they enjoyed their time at Eastern and they wanted to pay it forward.
He lost his leg just months ago, but the 9-year-old Jessamine County boy isn't letting that slow him down. With the help of a new prosthetic leg, he ran his first 5K yesterday. As WKYT's Victor Puente tells us, he did it to help others.
You guys gonna stick with him?
Watching her son take off, Donna Nichols knew right away she was more concerned than he was.
I worried more than he did. I really wasn't ready for this. I postponed it.
But today, he took some big steps on a leg he's had less than a month.
His feet were not formed right. The right foot was extremely underdeveloped.
So in December, doctors amputated his foot and part of his leg.
He only got that prosthetic April 3rd, and the day after he got it, he was outside with his sisters training for this. He is so excited about it.
Wong Jen has been with the Nichols since he was 5½. He just turned 9, and Donna says he's helped her as much as she's helped him.
That kid is tougher than nails. We knew that, and maybe you have to be when you grow up in an orphanage, because for 5½ years, that's where he was. But he doesn't surprise me. He inspires me.
In Jessamine County, Victor Puente, WKYT.
What a tough kid. Each of the children running yesterday raised $30 to help build a playground.
All right, good story to see
story.
Early this morning.
Yes, it is.
4:39 on WKYT. That's our time on your Fridays. Good to have you with us.
This is good news. If you wouldn't call a friend fat, you shouldn't be saying it to yourself, right? Moms Every Day will have some tips on a positive body image. That's ahead when we come back.
It's actually a really nice day in the forecast. Your only nice day through the rest of the week. A break in the rain now. Then we bring it back for the weekend. I'll show you all that in your forecast coming up next.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with meteorologist Micah Harris.
We have a really nice break to finish off your work week, so we will be dry today. There is nothing showing up early this morning. That's good news. I haven't been able to say that in almost 3 days. So things are looking much better for today. It's been a long go at it the past 48 to 72 hours. Now we're taking a big long break. Defender Radar Network showing good conditions early this morning. So as you're walking out this morning, it's not only going to be dry, but it'll actually feel pretty nice too. Temperature sitting there in the 50s. It's a little bit cooler than the past couple of days. Past couple of days, because of the rain, because of the cloud cover, we've been in the 60s. But today we're there in the 50s, so it's going to be slightly cooler, 52 degrees in Pulaski County. Then you go off into Laurel and also Lincoln County, looking there in Waynesburg and also Crab Orchard, holding on to temperatures in the 50s. Mid-50s across 64 as you head eastbound and westbound. All in all, this is a good-looking start to the day. Let's talk about your afternoon, because your afternoon looks really nice. We're talking temperatures there in the mid-70s. And then we travel off into the night and into tomorrow, and it still looks pretty good. However, tomorrow those cloudy skies appear, and here comes some rain moving on in. Tomorrow off into your Sunday, those 2 days don't look all that good. Let's talk about your weekend forecast. So here's your breakdown of that. Today's dry. Saturday and Sunday, not so much. More storms move on in on Saturday and Sunday. I will say this. The difference from Saturday and Sunday, not so much the percentages of rain. They're 60, 70% for both days. But I would say Sunday is kind of on and off. You'll get some breaks. Sunday doesn't look all that good. It looks pretty soggy there on Sunday with a big mass of rain moving on in. Temperatures will be in the low to mid 70s, so they'll feel good once you get some breaks, but you will get some storms moving on in there for the weekend. Let's talk about your 7-day forecast and break it down for you. We're at 75 degrees today. Today is just an awesome day. It looks really nice. Then we head towards Saturday and Sunday, not so much. But if you date back, if you remember the past 2 to 3 weekends, they've been really, really nice. So yes, we have to give and take, and here's your give, right? Because now we're talking about a lot of rain there for the weekend. And big events too. This is the last weekend for Keeneland. You want to get out and do it today because this weekend doesn't look all that good. But still, like I said, you will get breaks in the action there on Saturday. And hopefully we can get out there. And, yeah, if a storm passes by, we go inside, wait for it to pass by, give it a good 15, 20 minutes, and then we're back to watching some horses race. So, all in all, it's not extremely bad. It could be way worse. We could be talking flooding conditions and also a lot of severe weather. But, you know, still talking about some thunderstorms.
It's the last day for Keeneland today, so you get to enjoy
Sorry about that.
The races in the sun today.
Gotcha.
Of course, you can go out and see the horses at the 3-day event on Saturday and Sunday.
That'll be a blast.
There you go. But,
He's planned your whole weekend. There you go.
Thanks. I know what to do now.
Forget about that lawn to be mowed, right?
Right.
Okay, 4:46 the time this morning. How you look and present yourself can be very important.
Yeah, but it's crucial with your own health, to not worry about it too much about how you look. Moms Every Day share some tips on maintaining a positive body image.
Hi, today we're with Crystal Marks, personal stylist, and we're talking to moms about how we look in our clothing. And it's such a challenge for almost all moms worry about how they look.
Absolutely, and I think it's different when all of a sudden, sometimes our bodies change.
Yes.
And you're kind of learning how to dress a new body. So I like to talk to all my mommy clients for sure about just accepting and being loving. And a lot of that has to do with your personal self-talk.
Okay.
So just recognize, and what I always tell people is, would you say the things you're saying to yourself to your mom, to your daughter, to your best friend? And if the answer is no, that's probably something we should ditch. And then you replace it with a positive thought.
Okay.
So I love that my body moves and I am able to do the things that I need to do every day. Or I love whatever. You can fill in the blank with whatever you'd like.
Right. Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
For these tips and more, just go to WKYT.com and click on Moms Every Day.
And it's good to have you with us, 4:47 on your Friday morning on WKYT. We have a lot more news coming right up.
A man dressed like a panda barricaded himself inside a Maryland TV station and claimed to have a bomb. We'll have more on that story when we come back on WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome back into WKYT this morning on your Friday weekend. Here it comes. It's 4:50 now. A strange and frightening scene played out yesterday at a Maryland TV station. Police say a man dressed in a panda costume barricaded himself inside the station and claimed to have a bomb.
Police ended up shooting the man. Craig Boswell has the latest from Baltimore.
Police shot the suspect dressed in a panda outfit outside the Baltimore Fox affiliate after he ignored their commands to stop and show his hands. Employees say the incident began shortly after 1 p.m. Thursday when a car in the parking lot was set on fire and the suspect demanded to be let inside the television station.
He was wearing a surgical mask and wearing sunglasses. And he had a flash drive that he said he wanted to get the information from the flash drive on the air.
The suspect claimed he had a bomb strapped to his chest.
Those devices were actually chocolate candy bars wrapped in aluminum foil with wiring connecting each of them.
A security guard evacuated the building and kept the man contained in an outer vestibule before he suddenly walked out.
My first instinct was trying to keep him calm. I told him I couldn't let him in, but I'd be glad to talk to him and see what I can do to help him out.
Station employees are calling the security guard a hero.
He takes his job very seriously, and God bless him for it. He was calm, cool, collected, and handled it.
The suspect was loaded into an ambulance and taken to the hospital. He is expected to survive. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Baltimore.
Now, security guard says the flash drive the suspect had contained a video of him talking about space and the government. Investigators are saying they're considering an overdose as a possible cause of death of Prince. A law enforcement official said yesterday that investigators are also looking into whether a doctor prescribed the singer drugs the weeks before his death. They want to know if a doctor was on Prince's plane when it made an emergency landing in Illinois less than a week before the death. The Drug Enforcement Administration is getting involved in the investigation.
State police are again asking for help in identifying a woman whose body was found last June. They say the remains were found in a wooded area about a half-mile from Interstate 65 in Hart County. They think she was between 24 and 47 years old, but they say they don't have many clues as to who she was or how she died.
She was skeletonized and partially mummified several months. She had been out in the elements.
And police have released a picture of clay facial reconstruction showing what the woman may have looked like. They say the woman was wearing a necklace with the letter S and some pink earrings. They also say that she had some Wilson brand sneakers size 9 on.
A temporary restaurant is opened at a state park in Floyd County nearly a month after a fire. That fire shut down the lodge, including a restaurant at Jenny Wiley State Resort Park. The new restaurant is in the convention center by the amphitheater. The lodge is still closed, and park leaders aren't sure when it will reopen. Investigators aren't sure what caused the fire. Kentucky Kingdom kicks off a new season this weekend, and this year, the Louisville Amusement Park has a new roller coaster. It's called Storm Chaser, and it's the first roller coaster in North America to make a complete turn on a 100-foot drop. No, thank you. Park owners say they've spent $53 million in redeveloping Kentucky Kingdom since reopening the park 2 years ago. Oh, man, I just can't do roller coasters, but I'm sure it looks fun to those who can, right?
That's right. A lot of folks enjoy them, and then there are others, right? Okay. Well,
as we watch.
Exactly. We're going to be checking weather in just a moment. Should be a beautiful day ahead, and Micah has the details. And then there's the weekend, and he'll have that for us as well. Keep it here on WKYT.
Hey, good morning and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Micah Harris. We're at 56 degrees right now in Lexington, 54 in Danville. It's a pretty good feel outside. It's not all that bad. And as you travel through your day, we're going to be roughly 70 degrees there by noontime. A lot of sunshine. Check that out. This is one of those days that you better take advantage of, because here comes some showers and some thunderstorms as we head toward the weekend, but sunny and 75, that's perfect weather right there. I'm going to go over your weekend forecast, show you when these storms actually move on in and how much rain we're actually expecting. That's coming up with another 2 hours of WKYT News. If you're about to take off, have a great day. If not, we'll see you back here in just a couple of minutes.